Hello, everyone, and welcome to Head Starts Reading Corner. I am Miss Sharon, and today I have a story, and that story is called The Napping House. And this is by Audrey Wood and her husband named Don Woods. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, as I always do, of the author of the story, and this is Audrey Wood. Audrey Wood is a lady who does books. She's been writing children's books for a while now, and she started loving to do books when she was a young girl, when her parents were doing that. And so, but guess where her parents used to work? They did. They worked at the circus. Can you believe that? Her parents worked at the circus, and then what they did was they wrote children's stories and everything. And she used to read to her younger two sisters. And so she got so excited about doing that, she wanted to write books herself. So one of her famous books is The Napping House. I've always loved reading this story, The Napping House, because it's going to say some of the same things over and over and over, and you might learn some of those things, because sometimes taking a nap might make us feel better. And the other thing about taking a nap is if we take a nap, we can get rest and get more energy, so we can get up and play and learn more things. And it helps us grow too. Okay? So this is called The Napping House. So when this story first begins, it is raining outside. Remember my rain stick? This is how it's sounding. It's raining outside. It's raining outside. It's nothing to do. And so then we're going to go into the napping house. There is a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. See the house? Everyone is sleeping here. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Sure, you can join in and say that with me. In the napping house where everyone is sleeping. So there's Grandma on the bed. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. So there's Granny and the child, and now the dog. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. It's still raining outside there. I see the rain in the windows. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. They all on the bed sleeping. And look at it closely. See the rain? It's still raining outside. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in the napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Can you see him? He's on there. He's really tiny there. I'll put it up close so you can see it. Okay. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Look up in the air. There's the mouse, because the flea has bit him. Who scares the cat? Look at the cat. Meow. You think that's what he's saying? Meow. Because that's usually what a cat sounds like when they scared. Who claws the dog? So he's clawing the dog. Look at his claws are in the dog's side, and the dog is barking. He's like, oh my goodness, it hurts. Who thumps the child? Look at the child is up in the air now. Who bumps the granny? Look at granny's up in the air now too. Everything is up in the air. Who breaks the bed? Look at the bed. The bed is breaking. Look at the little boy. He doesn't look like he's sad about it at all. And Granny doesn't either. It's probably pretty funny. In the napping house, where no one is now sleeping. Look at that. What is that over the house? It's a rainbow. And a rainbow has all the different colors in it. And if you look closely, you can see them outside. The little boy and the dog, the cat and Granny, they're all outside now enjoying the sunshine. So, and that's the end of our story for the napping house, where no one is now sleeping. Isn't that a great story? Can you tell me what was in the story? Who was in the story? Tevin said there is a granny. Leo said there's a little boy. Sarah says there is a what? What is that? A dog. And what was on the dog? Caden says a cat. A cat was on the dog. What did the cat do to the dog? He clawed him with his nails. What was on the cat, Gavin? A mouse was on the cat. And what was on the mouse? It was something really, really tiny. It was a flea. There was a flea on the mouse, that was on the cat, that was on the dog, that was on the little boy who was on the granny, that was on the bed. All those things are in our story today. And that's a lot of things happening in here. So when we get ready to go to bed, we don't want to have all those things in our bed, so we can get some rest. So we can get up bright and early the next morning, so we can be ready for school. Great jobs today, my friends. So when we come back, we're going to have a different story. And our next story is going to be all about, what do you think it's going to be about? What do you think it's going to be about? I don't know. So you got to come on back and find out what our next story will be. This is Miss Sharon from Head Start Reading Corner, and I want to see you. All right? Come back and see us, friends. I wish you well. See you later.